Doing pretty well. I mean, I'm just trying my best, like I said, every opportunity, just make a play and work my way up, and then once game time comes in and the lights come on, I got to continue just to make plays like I do in practice.
At the beginning of practice, I first seen you, doing special team stuff. Is that, have you done that before?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did that a lot at UCLA, and I'm coming in here as an undrafted free agent. I got to do everything possible to show my versatility and show that I can do anything else. So definitely, I already know, and my dad's always told me that we got to do everything hard. So I go, so the team's got to do it hard as well.
And I've seen Gruden out, playing defensive back in some of the drills. Can you assess his defensive skills?
Oh, I mean, that's just a look team. We're giving a look for the ones and twos to get out there and, see different coverages on defense. So, like I said, I'm willing to do whatever just to show that I'm 110% committed to this team.
Okay.
That's a pretty huge compliment, I think. I don't know, man. I'm trying to compete. I feel good, like I've been saying all camp. Immediately when we signed D-Jack, I started working on doing speed workouts with our strength coaches and things like that, just trying to, get a little bit of that speed back, having to see that guy every day in practice. But, I feel good. I understand the defense, really know what they're trying to do, what we're trying to do, trying to coach other guys up around us, get them better, because you never know when you're going to need somebody. So, just trying to get everybody ready and, get myself ready as well.
Everyone wants to know what you guys are actually doing to improve this year. What have you seen already? What improvements have you already seen in the secondary?
Just from a communication standpoint. I don't think, the bad plays we had last year were because we just couldn't make the plays. I think we just got ourselves into certain situations, communication-wise, where we didn't have everybody on the same page. And, when you don't have everybody on the same page and you're trying to make a check, it's easy to have one guy not get that check and then somebody's running, free in your secondary. And that's what happened last year. And so, we've been trying to do a good job of communicating, passing across the board, getting everybody on the same page, understanding what we want to do in certain situations. And, the guys have been great at doing it. And, as long as we do that, we'll be great in the secondary.
What do you do when you hear analysts or even fans say, they are what they are, but let's just face it, there are a bunch of old guys in that secondary.
Doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, we got to go out there and play football, regardless if they love it or they hate it. So we're gonna go out there and play football, try to make plays. We're old guys, but we've seen a lot of football over the years, and that's gonna help us out tremendously in this season.
And so, Sean, if you guys are talking a little smack out there, if you guys are getting a little chippy with each other, it's like, no.
Me and him?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. We're just having fun. We understand the ultimate goal, and that's have everybody healthy going into Houston and ready to rock. And, I had one play earlier that I probably could have picked in the end zone, but I'm so busy trying to hold him up, and I got a bet going with somebody else, and, I got a drop pick, so now I got to pay for that. But, the main thing is just to try to keep everybody healthy. Drop picks versus interception. So you can't drop them. If you drop them, you got to pay up. If you catch one, they got to pay up. So end up evening out. But I told him, man, if I'd have thought about that during the play, I might would have gave a little bit more effort. But I'm just so concerned with just keeping our guys healthy. That was a pretty vulnerable situation that if I'd have jumped up and tried to really get it, we'd have probably both hit the ground, and you don't want that out here.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you definitely find him. Guys just took out Adam, obviously he's a veteran, and just being able to pick his brain and feed off him is just incredible. And we got Jordan out there, I think it's like Keem Jordan or Cam Jordan, but he's out there making plays. And you gotta love playing with guys who enjoy playing special teams.
Like you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Now I'm going to ask you these questions again. Let's talk about that trampoline drill the tight ends were going through. What exactly are you guys trying to get out of that?
Just working on staying on the balls of our heels, balls of our foot, short, choppy steps, that initial punch before we get to the defender, and being able to sink our hips and then explode up.
Some of the guys are kind of laughing. It seems like
Communicate with them.
my job is to keep an open line of communication with them, just talking about all the routes that we're running, less about, hey, you need to get a ball, more about, hey, run the route this way versus that way.
But do you still get those wily veterans who, as they step out of the huddle, by the way, Rob, I'll be open?
No, it's not like that, but you know, I'm conscious and aware of who's getting balls and who needs to get a little bit more work in a day, just based on how many passes I feel like they're getting. So that's something for me to manage. They don't come to me about that, which is a great thing.
Robert,
one is about installing the playbook and getting all that. What is week 2 like for you guys?
You know, it's just situational football. So we're getting blitz packages, red zone, and goal line is over here pretty soon. So that's what it is. You get all the plays in. Now you got to run those plays versus the right scenario, the right situation, and be able to execute them. Whether it's a good look, the coach will script a play that's bad versus certain coverage, and it's our job to make sure we either get out of that play or get to the right person on that play. So that's really what we see about that.
Jay has talked about having sprinkles as options in the offense this year. Of course, we saw that limited play ahead. Can you address the balance here? Because it is part of how you made your name, but at the same time, it's not what you want to do starting on the quarterback. How do you judiciously work that in and make it part of your name?
I mean, it's not how I made my name. I made my name throwing the ball in college when I had the trophy with Baylor. So when it comes to the zone read, that actually wasn't even a zone read play. But Coach asked me what the hell I was doing. I saw something, Coach. That's what it was. But I know what you mean about the zone read. It's a part of every quarterback who can move around a little bit. Their game, everybody's running, from Aaron Rodgers all the way down the list. So it's something you want to sprinkle in, keep the defense aware of, make them have to practice it. But it's not something that you make the focal point of your offense. And that's why we have the guys that we have. That's why we run the offense that we've been running. And you haven't seen very much of the zone read, but it is there. And it'll be utilized when Coach needs it.
Robert, how much does an increased emphasis on the screen game, specifically, maybe on first down situations, help a quarterback out and kind of get, I guess, the offense going and juiced up a little bit?
I mean, if you watch a lot of the top quarterbacks in this league, a lot of, not even just the quarterbacks, just top offenses in the league and how they operate, screens is a big part of that game. And you have to be able to work them in here and there. And when you run them, make sure you get big gains off of them. So whether it's the halfback or the receivers, coaches put emphasis on that to make sure our screen game's on point. Because it just gives the defense another thing to think about. They can't just pin their ears back.
And specifically, I mean, obviously you've thrown a lot of screens to the wide receivers, but not as many to the running backs. Do you think that'll be a bigger part as we go along here?
I think it's something that coaches is used to. You had Giovanni Bernard in Cincinnati, a great screen back, a great option choice type back, and that's what he's looking for. So we'll find the back in the group of backs that we have that can do that for us, and he'll definitely put that into the game plan. But like I said, we can be very multiple. We don't want to give away all our secrets to people that are listening.
Nobody's listening.